Well guys, today I am far from home. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and today I'm gonna be hunting for video games. I'm gonna be going to a few community sales here, maybe some yard sales. After that, I'll be checking out some of the pawn shops, thrift stores, game stores, and whatever that are all around Pittsburgh. And then tomorrow, I'll be heading to the GameStops. But for now, I'm gonna head to my first community sale and see if I can get anything. Well, looks like we got our first hit.
Good morning, how are you?
Hey, doing well, thank you. Is there a chance you'd have any video games at all?
No, I don't think.
No?
I think we did all those.
Okay. Well, nothing there, but this is supposed to be a pretty big community sale, so there's a lot of houses to check. I'm not really sure what's going on. I just drove through like 2 different blocks and there's not a single person set up. I do see signs everywhere though. Like there's some signs right there, neighborhood sale, but no one's even outside or anything. It's almost 7:30 too, so it's not like I'm way too early. I'm gonna move on to a yard sale that was marked on the yard sale tracker app. It says they have video games there, so I gotta start heading there right now if I want any chance of finding any video games there. We'll see if there's anything left for me. Well, here's our video game guy. Looks like he's still setting up. We'll see if there's any good deals here. Alright, from the looks of it, that was probably just a reseller looking to get rid of his bulk, but I was able to get split second, which is in pretty good condition, for $3, so not a bad purchase there. That's our first purchase in Pittsburgh. We'll see if we can keep the ball rolling and keep getting some good games. Oh, we might have something here, hold up. Is PS4 yours?
It's ours.
How much are you guys asking on this lot? Not the craziest deal ever. Ended up getting that PS4 lot for $50. Main reason I bought it is because I know PS4 Slims still trade in at GameStop for like $70. And then the 4 games weren't too terrible, so not a bad little deal there. All right, now it looks like we got like 3 or 4 yard sales that are all next to each other. I'll check them out, see if they got any games. All right, looks like next up we got a huge flea market. It's indoor and outdoor. See if I can get any good deals. Well, the indoor section seems kind of dead. There are some booths here, but there's a lot of empty ones, and some of the ones that are here, there's no one manning them right now. So I'm gonna head outside because outside looks super packed. We'll see if we can get some good deals out there. Not a bad little deal there. We'll check out this row, and we still got all that other side to check out. All right, we'll check out the other side. Well, it looks like we're nearing the end. I might go back to that one aisle and see if there's any other games I missed, but otherwise it's looking like I might have gotten everything there is to get. Okay, well that was quaint. I got one pretty good deal. I'll check the inside and make sure no one else is selling any games, and then I'll be good here. Yeah, I remember using that thing on Gran Turismo. I just stopped by Bob's Oddities, got these 2 games for 15 bucks. It's a pretty good deal. Thank you, man.
Hey, you're welcome. We're located in North Resells, right next to Walmart, Rossi's Flea Market. Open Saturdays and Sundays. Come check us out.
Check them out, guys. All right, I ended up getting a pretty good selection of games from the swap meet. From the first vendor, I ended up picking up Arkham Origins and Driver San Francisco, both of those for $5. That's a freaking steal right there. From the Oddity store indoors, I ended up getting Modern Warfare Remastered and Left 4 Dead for 15 bucks. That's not bad either. And then probably the best deal, I stopped by one store that was barely opening as I left. I ended up picking up Skylanders Imaginators, Skylanders Trap Team, and Cabela's Outdoor Adventures, all that for 10 bucks. That's a really freaking good deal. So glad I ended up stopping by here. All right, next up we got our first pawn shop. It says they were supposed to open at 10, but it looks like they might be open now. So I'm gonna go check them out. A bit expensive for me here. I'm gonna keep moving on. All right, next up we got another pawn shop over here. However, before I go there, I'm actually gonna check out this thrift store right here, the American Thrift Center. It happens to be right next here, so might as well just check it out. I usually don't do well at thrift stores, but anything that's not a Goodwill or Salvation Army, I'm always down to try out. So let's see what these guys got. All right, let us try the pawn shop. Well, the pawn shop ended up winning. I ended up picking up the Saints Row double pack, Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition, Metal Gear Solid 4, Shift 2, and Mercenaries 2, all that for 30 bucks. Pretty good deal. So after checking my phone for a bit, there actually really aren't any more pawn shops I can go to. I guess pawn shops really aren't common around Pittsburgh, because all the other pawn shops I'm seeing besides these two are pretty much just gold buyers. They don't really carry anything else. So it looks like for the rest of the day, I'm just gonna have to check out a bunch of media stores. There are some electronic stores, kind of like third-party cell phone seller type stores that on Google Images show they have a bunch of used games on their pictures, so that would definitely be a first. So I'll check out some of those maybe. But yeah, I'm not too optimistic that I'm gonna get any great deals just because I'm gonna have to go to some media stores where they're usually pretty diligent on pricing, but you never know, man. Well, I accidentally took a wrong turn down the street, but there happens to be a garage sale right here, so I'll check it out. I did ask if he had anything else besides the Garden Warfare, and he did. It was Madden 17. Fortunately, I checked around for a bit. Nothing really good at that one. We'll keep moving on. Man, this is why I don't go to the big cities. I'm right next to where I need to be, but there's just no parking at all. Everything's a one-way. Where am I gonna go? All right, I managed to find a spot. Let's head to this store. So it looks like this one actually has different pricing than the previous one, and a lot of these ones are way higher. I remember seeing a Crash Insanity at the other one for like 15. Yeah. Okay, unless I can find an exchange in a nice suburb where it's easy to park, I don't think I'm going to another one. We'll keep moving on. Some miracle of God, I was able to find a parking spot downtown. There's an electronics store pretty close to here. It's not like a video game store, but it's like a cell phone store that has video games in it. I'll see if it's got any deals for me. Well, I think I found it. Well, there was some quality stuff in there. None of it had price tags, which usually means one of two things. One, it's general pricing, or they look it up when they take it up to the counter. It wasn't general pricing. All right, we'll see if we have any better luck at this next pawn shop. Okay, I'd say that made up for the last store. Ended up getting Rise of the Darkspark, Sekiro, MLB The Show the 16, which is kind of a sleeper, and Outlast Trinity. All four of those for 40 bucks. That's a really, really good deal. All right, next up we got a bit of a strange one. It shows up as a video rental store, but it looks like they're selling games too, so I'll check this place out.
Anything you want to see, go to Jack's. Wait, what?
Oh, okay. Here's the real store.
Can you guess what today is?
Guess we'll have to find somewhere else to go. Okay, I just caught what looks to be a pretty good Facebook Marketplace deal. It's a PlayStation 2 Slim and the 3 Sly games. I just asked, they're all complete in box, so hopefully the discs are in good condition. It's a pretty good deal for 50 bucks. I already started driving towards that deal. However, there's a thrift store right here, so I'm gonna check this place out. Okay, nothing really good at the thrift store. Let's go get this deal. All right, just got here. Now it's time to see if everything's good.
Well, can't really complain about that.
Well, I got this text, which could have gone one of two ways, and thankfully, it went the good way. PS2 seems to be in good shape. It's got all the cords with it. It's got 2 controllers. Oh, well, that controller's definitely going to GameStop. The games themselves, they're complete in box, but the discs are pretty scratched. I'm definitely gonna have to get them resurfaced, but all that for 50 bucks, that's really not bad at all. All right, next up, we got another exchange. This one's a standalone store. I'm gonna actually try and spend a lot of time in this one and see if I can actually find a good deal. The other one, I was in kind of rush situations, so I did some quick skims, but this one, I'm gonna really do a deep dive on all the video games they got. That wasn't worth it. We'll move on. There is a half-price Books about a half a mile away from here. I've actually never been to a half-price Books. None of them are near me where I live, so I'll check out this place and see if it's any good.
Why are they the same price? $7 is actually really good for this. $7.50 for Black Label Tactics? I'm adding this to my collection. What the heck? What the heck happened here? Sonic Shuffle for $5? What? Well, they got the Ogre Battle right. Ish.
Why were they so cheap? I don't really get what happened there, because I was looking around at all their inventory and most of it was either at market value or above market value. I mean, that Super Mario Sunshine was $100. Like, why? It wasn't even sealed. I don't know what was going on there, but for some reason they had Sonic Shuffle at $5. I feel like they had to have meant to put $49.99 instead of $4.99, but that was a cool pickup. This one I just don't get. CTR Black Label was at $7. I don't know, like, I don't even know where they got that number from. And this one's even more baffling. Black Label Final Fantasy Tactics for less than $8. Okay, cool. All that for just about 20 bucks. I mean, I'm really not gonna complain about that. Well, after checking maps, there's really only one more place I can go to, and it's a Goodwill. So we'll hit up this Goodwill and see if we can get anything, and then go ahead and lay out everything I got for the day after that. Well, it's time to get disappointed or depressed. I can't even dramatically open the door. I gotta say, the first day in Pittsburgh was super fruitful. I never really know what to expect when going into cities that I've never hunted in before, but Pittsburgh was very kind to me on the first day of hunting. Overall, I ended up spending about 220 bucks, and in return, I got just under $1,000 in value, so I really can't complain about that.